Hello again, YouTubers, talking about SpongeBob 101 back here again on the SpongeBob channel with a new Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 video. So we've only done one video featuring this video game thus far back on launch day, but today we have something SpongeBob related that's brand new. So let's press A to start here on my Nintendo Switch. And you can see it right here under the news tab. Mr. Krabs is here for the money. Alright, so let's see. It says Mr. Krabs is now available as a brawler in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2. The date is a little bit weird, March 10th or October 3rd, 2023. Using his trusty claws and money-making skills, Mr. Krabs is sure to thrive in battle and in business. For more information, please check out the official game channels. In order to get Mr. Krabs for your Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 game, you do have to purchase DLC. So, from what I understand, you can actually purchase the Mr. Krabs Brawl Pack alone, but currently on the Nintendo eShop, I'm not actually seeing that individually, so I'm not sure if they're going to update that very soon or whatnot, because for the original Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, they did make the characters available for $4.99 each if you just wanted like one of them. But if you do have the deluxe edition or the ultimate edition like I do, basically you have that already included. You can also purchase the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 Season Pass that comes in at $24.99. That actually is a component of the deluxe edition as well as the ultimate edition. And you will get the Mr. Krabs. And basically all four of the Season Pass brawlers characters whenever they are available, of which Mr. Krabs is the first. So that's basically how you get Mr. Krabs. But let's head back into the game now. I want to quickly go through the gameplay here of Mr. Krabs. I had one round of testing. I think it's pretty cool. And just for, Krabby Patty's sakes, right, we're going to use the Bun Wrestling Ring as the arena. And we're going to be playing as Mr. Krabs. You can see he is the latest one as of the recording of this video. So we are going to be player. And look at Mr. Krabs doing his robo dance right there. We are going to match him against Plankton or Mecha Plankton because... Oh, actually, I should have done that. So I do have to swap. There we go. And then we're going to add the CPU. It would be pretty funny to play Mr. Krabs against Mr. Krabs. But just for the rivalry's sake, let's go with a very easy Mecha Plankton. Let's begin our battle. Now again, I'm not a pro at Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. I'm not a pro at brawler games. I just want to play this because it's SpongeBob content. And first of all, the loading screen here, Mr. Krabs looks fierce and ready to brawl, which he should because, well, it's Plankton, his arch nemesis after all. So yeah. Mr. Krabs has quite a few cool animations, and his ultimate move, it's a little bit strange, but hopefully we'll get to show you that once we get into the battle itself. So I want to quickly show you guys what the moves are. And 3, 2, 1, let's go, fight. Alright, so starting off here, Mr. Krabs, if you press the Y button, he does this like money back swing. If you press the B button, again, I'm using Nintendo Switch, so he does this like punch with his claws. And if you keep pressing that, he does do a little uppercut there. If you press or if you just move, right? So if you just move the D-pad around, that's how he launches himself ahead a little bit ferociously. And if you press the A button, he uses this giant golden mallet to swing around. Well, I mean, that's kind of random, but yeah. Alright, and then if you press the X button, he does jump just like the rest of the characters, but this is his jumping animation. If you double jump, so this is the normal jump, and this is the double jump, so he does a little somersault in the air as well. If you press the L button, I'm just going to face away from Plankton, he does his little robo dance, which is pretty funny. I mean, it doesn't seem like it has an effect on the gameplay, but yeah, he also has like random animations, and if you listen closely, he does have a couple of lines that he says as well. So again, this is another one of his random static animations. If you press the R button, he does a like little sort of like grab kind of thing. So I'm not sure if we basically get to grab the character and flip him over, something like that. As for the ZL button, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, the ZR button on the other hand has his little force field shield. Now you notice the ball inside is reducing, so basically once that ball or sphere shrinks to nothing, you will accidentally confuse yourself. So that's something I didn't realize until I actually tried out Mr. Krab. So I'm assuming that that is a thing for the other characters as well. Alright, so now we have Plankton here, and we're gonna wallop him, starting off with the mallet. Right, so that's what happens if you use the mallet. And again, if you want to jump, double jump here, slam him there, right? And then we can actually do a little like slam down sort of. So again, let's try that again. So if you press the X button and the B, oh, he does, look at that. Did you see that? So he does his little like, okay, let's do that again. He does his little eye his eye stalks like whirl around for some reason, which is pretty funny. So let's see. Oh, he can do his money bag attack in the air as well. He can well, let's see, what does he do? Yeah, all right, so he can force himself ahead in the air if you press the X and then the A buttons. As for the other buttons, I'm just trying to see what, oh, look at that. Okay, so he turns, goes into a shell if you press the X and the ZR button, which is pretty random. And for ZL, nothing. The R button, nothing. Yeah, alright, so that's basically his moveset. We also want to get his ultimate move. Oh, look at that. I had no idea how I activated that, but let's see. Can I try that again? Well, he was digging in the ground for treasure, so that's pretty cool. Falling down myself. There we go. Don't ask me how I did it. I did it. So that's his little slam down move, which is pretty cool. And the cool thing is, well, sometimes if you just mash enough buttons, you get to do it. Do the attack, whatever. All around. This is the victory animation here. Mr. Krabs is bathing in money. Okay, time for some change in scenery. So I made sure to get Plankton's, well, difficulty in terms of the CPU up to level 1 instead, because he's way too passive at level 0. Alright, so I'm gonna just play the game, show you guys all the different moves. We've seen quite a few different things here from Mr. Krabs' animations. We've even have a sword one, so let me try to show you that. There we go. So he has this little sword animation featuring the swordfish's skull from One Krab's Trash. And I really appreciate how the references are incorporated into these characters. I'm sure every single character has them. We've talked about it a little bit in our very first Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 video on launch day. So, of course, no surprise, and I really do appreciate that they actually put lots of thought into how the character plays and all that. So, earlier, as you saw, I only showed you guys the main controls that without actually fighting, right? And so you will be able to see a couple more combo animations here. I would try my best to just show some of them, but I'm not really sure how most of them actually work, which is why I'm just mashing around. You just saw Mr. Krabs do a somersault there. There you go. So I don't think I showed that earlier. Fantastic. So that's one of his like ultimate charge moves, sort of. There is one with a clam. I'm not sure how I should like activate it, unfortunately, so I'm not sure if I'm going to actually be able to show it to you guys in this video, but for most part these are how the game how Mr. Krabs actually runs in the game, and I really like it. In fact, maybe it's just because Mr. Krabs is a standalone release. All the focus is on Mr. Krabs, right? So I like it way more than SpongeBob, Patrick, Plankton, and Squidward. But again, it's probably that like individual spotlight that they place on Mr. Krabs now with this individual character release, which I think is fantastic for, you know, some of the less known characters. Not that to say that the characters they're releasing in the season pass are like insignificant or anything. They're just presumably not the main ones. And of course, Mr. Krabs is not exactly like the... He is a main cast, he's a main character, but he's not the focus of the show because well, the show is called SpongeBob SquarePants for a reason, right? So yeah, but nevertheless, really happy that Mr. Krabs is in the game with voiceovers, with a whole bunch of really cool moves as well. And if you are thinking about getting Mr. Krabs for this game, I mean, it really depends. Do you want to play Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 on a regular basis? Because if you do, I think Mr. Krabs is really cool, especially since if you are a SpongeBob fan, if you're watching the video, you're probably a SpongeBob fan, like I am. So I'm not sure when they will release Mr. Krabs individually, but it is available now as if you have the Season Pass or the Deluxe Edition or the Ultimate Edition, which, like, you know, I have. Right, so thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of Mr. Krabs in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2? Make sure to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys again in the next SpongeBob video coming real soon. Till then, bye!